Hi, Elisabeth de Germain here, intuitive transformational vocal coach, a singer as well, and a composer of, um, actually, musical healing potions. You can say it like that. This program that I've created is really about in bringing together your original um, original breathing pattern that is deeply connected to who you are as a person and as a human being and also as a soul. And our breathing is of course, when your breathing isn't in alignment with um, who you are, you will hear that within your voice, and you also experience it in how you feel inside your body, in your self awareness of who you are, and feeling certain of yourself, your confidence. If it is not in alignment, there is the lack of confidence that for different people works out differently. It's for some we quiet down even more. We sort of shy away of speaking, and then our voice becomes less and less and less. And for others, sometimes it is the opposite, and we tend to go even loud. We tend to become loud or faster. We speak faster. Um, it's just it's just a little bit out of boundaries, out of it becomes a bit much. And what it does is that instead of your audience being able to feel who you truly are and you being connected to yourself and being able to pick up on what your audience is saying, or when it's not a big audience, just the person you are speaking to, um, yeah, that there it becomes a bit mm, disaligned. So I have heard so many incredible, beautiful speakers that and singers as well who struggle with that part. And I know firsthand how it feels because I've been quite in touch with my voice most of the time, but my breathing, mm, well, that was not that easy, to be honest, to bring that together, because I was able to, I knew how it worked, and my mind thought it was able to manipulate the uncomfortable parts of what made my breathing out of alignment. Later on in life, of course, I discovered a lot of different aspects that belong to that. So because I'm an intuitive vocal coach who really looks for the transformation of the expansion of the soul, I could feel and see in myself and in others, how can you bring this together in such a way that your breathing and your voice and your soul truly come forward in a way that your voice and your breathing represent the frequency of your soul. And when that is in alignment, things start to become so much easier. And there are, oh, this is so beautiful. I'm talking, and there is a big wild bird just in the trees. So thank you. Yeah, so I created this program because what I see is when I work with you one-on-one, I can hear you, I can feel you, and I can sense the energetics behind it. And most of the time, I bring my own wisdom. I've had years and years of decades actually of vocal training and working as a singer and as an energetic, intuitive, and as an intuitive and an energetic healer, and I bring all that together. So when I listen to you, I can see what is, and I can ask you, your higher self as well, what is in the way of you being able to let in the breath in its purest, delightful, most life-giving way, in a way that it is helping your voice to go and flow into the air and reach the people that want to hear you and that need to hear you. And for almost everything, there are a couple of exercises that I'm working with that come mostly from the school of uncovering the voice that has been built by Valborg Verbeek Svartström. She was a Swedish singer, deeply connected to anthroposophy, Rudolf Steiner, and she has created out of her own path and a deep insight in the human experience and the soul experience of the human, of us humans, and a deep connection to singing and voice. She has created exercises, and I've worked with them for over 20 years, and I teach them, and there are many different aspects. But the mastery of a good teacher is that one or two or three exercises can shift an incredible amount of work within you, a shift so much knowledge, and they sort of bring back your that that fine attunement that you were actually born with, that belongs to you. So that is what I do when I have 3 sessions. The first one is me listening to you and extracting what is going on and giving you a couple of exercises. Meanwhile, in my ear, listening to you, something is already happening. I've seen it time and time again. And because Zoom does not always translate the sound best, I will recreate some of those exercises for you on video so you can watch them back. You can make them your own. The second session, we will tune in a bit more. You will let me know how it's going on, and in the meantime, we can have WhatsApp conversations as well. That is part of this program, and yeah, we'll dive in a little bit deeper on those exercises, or I bring something else for you. And then the last one, most of the time, that will be a session that is showing the way forward for you in this whole process. Because the beauty, the alchemical beauty of something, moving something that is in the way, stuck patterns, it's always the gold comes out. And that gold is showing you where there's not only more progress, but what is the deep hidden treasure that you bring to the world when you use your voice, and what it does for your breathing. So there are many different aspects to this. And I'm offering this because I really want you to feel that freedom of, oh, this breath that I have, this body that I have, it makes sense, and I trust that it gives me what I need. And for some, it might take years, but at the same time, a really good listener, like I am, I can now say that, is able to give you something that you can work with for years to come. And you will notice immediate changes. And at the same time, there's also the promise of something that will, you gain something by this little program that will help you move forward into the promise of your voice for years and years to come. So that is what I have to say about this offer that I have, that I'm not able to put into words on paper, so to speak. And yeah, so let me know if you have more questions. Feel free to ask, and make an appointment if you want to. It's also, you can also, if at one point you feel at the end of these three, like, oh, I actually really want to work further, just, we can look at that later on. And that's also always a possibility. Also, sometimes it's really good to just come in after 6 months, see where you're at. All that is possible. It's once we're in connection, we can stay in connection. That is, I think that is the part of how guidance works at this level. And yeah, so let me know, and I'm here for you. Bye.